Hey there, welcome to my channel. Life 4.8 million years ago. Imagine standing on the African plains nearly 5 million years ago. The land is wild, untamed and full of life. Towering grass stretches to the horizon and herds of ancient antelope move cautiously across the savannah. But hidden among the tall grasses are creatures who will one day shape the future of the world. Our earliest ancestors. One of them is Australopithecus afarensis. She walks on two legs. But not quite like us, her stride is short. Her arms are long and her hands are perfect for climbing. Every day is a struggle for survival. She must search for fruits, roots and nuts while keeping a sharp eye out for predators, saber-toothed cats, giant hyenas and crocodiles lurking near the rivers. Her small group, a family of 8. Sticks together. Safety comes in numbers when danger approaches. They climb quickly into the trees, using branches as their refuge. In these trees they sleep, hidden from the night hunters. But the ground is where their future lies, and every step on two legs brings them closer to becoming truly human. Life is harsh. Sudden drought dries up rivers, forcing them to travel farther in search of food. Yet this challenge sparks adaptation. They begin using stones to crack nuts, learning the first lessons of tools. A simple rock becomes a weapon, a nutcracker, even a way to scare predators. Years turn into decades, decades into centuries. The group migrates, following the path of least resistance, always in search of food and safety. Sometimes they encounter other groups, their relatives, the chimpanzees. They share a common ancestor with these chimpanzees. But over time, they have diverged, walking upright and using tools, traveling the earth. One day, a young male named Strap carefully balances on a log, reaches out and plucks a juicy mango from a tree branch. He sits down, peels off the skin and eats the fruit, savoring its sweetness. As he does, he notices something on the ground, a shiny piece of quartz. He picks it up, examines it and puts it in his pocket. He doesn't know it yet, but this quartz will change everything Australopithecus walks on. He doesn't know it yet, but this simple tool will be the start of something big, over thousands of generations. These small steps build a foundation. The ability to walk upright frees their hands. Their brains slowly grow larger, and with them comes imagination, memory and problem solving. Fire, language and art are still far away, but the seeds of humanity are already planted. When the sun sets on the African plains, Australopithecus curls up in the safety of the trees. She cannot imagine the future, but every choice she makes, every climb, every hunt, every meal shapes the destiny of humankind. From these humble beginnings, the journey of evolution begins, a journey that will lead, millions of years later, to us. The story of human evolution is a tale as old as time, or at least as old as 4.8 million years ago, when our earliest ancestors first set foot, or rather took their first unsteady steps on the African plains. It's a story of struggle and adaptation, of tiny evolutionary nudges that over millions of years turned a small brain ape into the dominant species on the planet. But what do we actually know about these ancient relatives? Thanks to fossils like Lucy, we're beginning to understand what life was like for early humans. These ancient hominids were not the sleek, graceful creatures we might imagine. Instead, they were a strange mix of ape and human, walking on two legs, yes, but with a brain the size of an orangutan's and the body of a chimpanzee. Life was tough. They were constantly on the move, searching for food and shelter, evading predators and hoping for a good night's sleep. But they were resourceful, using stones as tools, climbing trees with ease and adapting to a changing environment. They were, in short, pretty much like us, only with bigger brains and more hair. As the world changed around them, so did they. The grasslands grew. The forests receded and the climate shifted. But through it all, they persisted, slowly evolving, adapting, and making that one fateful leap from the trees to the plains that would one day lead to the rise of modern humans. Their story is a reminder that every great achievement, every cultural and technological leap we make as humans has its roots in the distant past. Our journey began with those first awkward steps towards walking upright, a choice that set us on a path that would lead to the stars. So next time you find yourself staring up at the night sky, remember that every twinkling star is a silent witness to the incredible journey that brought us here. We are the descendants of ancient apes who dared to dream beyond the trees. And our story, like the universe itself, is still being written.